Hi, my name's Ryan from Ribs and Roast, and welcome to my house. Today we wanted to give you a quick demo on how easy it really is to heat and eat your Ribs and Roast retail product. We're going to get started with pork ribs in smoky barbecue sauce. Now I've got some spuds on the boil, I've got the corn on the boil, so we're going to have that to accompany our ribs later on today. Looking forward to serving that up to the young family. Really easy. I've got some basic equipment here, okay? Pair of tongs, pair of scissors to cut the pouch, an oven-friendly dish, a bowl to put my baste in, and also a basting stick. Obviously always thinking on the side of oven friendliness and safety, we've got out there. Now I've also got a plating tray, okay? I'm going to put a nice platter on for the family later on, and we're ready to get into it. Really the first step to look at is to get your oven preheated. Now I've taken the liberty to do that earlier, so I've got it up to 200 as on the cooking instructions on the rear of your label. And I mean, from there the next step is to really get the internal product out of the pouch, which is straightforward. Set aside your label somewhere where you can read it for reference throughout the cooking process, and you basically come to a cook pouch here. Now what we've done at Ribs and Roast, we use a Sous-Vide Method, which is a style of cooking whereby the internal product goes under vacuum. We seal all the goodness into the bag and we cook it through its goodness to create a flavour profile that's really second to none. Really influences the meat nicely. Not only that, you get a tender product consistently, time and time again. I'm really excited about these products. We start off with it into food service, and there's some real major steakhouses in the country that use our stuff on a daily basis. And what we want to do is just bring that home to you. Now, remembering that what we want to achieve here is any excess sauce to come into our bowl and used as a baste throughout. And what we're going to do with that basting sauce is continually paint that on to create a caramelized sauce, which is really sticky and full of goodness. So all we want to do is cut the bag at the top, nice and simply. Set aside any rubbish, internal contents or pork ribs into the oven-friendly dish. Okay, that smells fantastic. It's a smoky barbecue sauce, which is unbelievable. What we want to do there is then obviously get that product into the oven. We've got it already set at 200 as we mentioned earlier. Nice and easy. We're going to set aside our sauce. Now the good thing is that oven friendly dish already holds a lot of the sauce with the meat right now. So what's going to happen is it's going to caramelize and stick up on its own, and you can use a lot of the sauce in the oven already to actually baste while you're cooking. Now you might use this sauce in the bowl for your final baste before you serve. As long as it's hot and it's sticky, that's what we're trying to achieve. The beautiful part about it is it's ready to heat and eat, and that's the good thing. Under our Sous-Vide Method, this product's been cooked for a long time at a very low temperature. All we're doing is getting heat through the product, getting it on the plate. So yeah, like I said earlier, we've got our potatoes on. We're going to create some nice chips to go with it, which is what you want in a steakhouse, and obviously we've got some nice corn to go with. Basting sauce set aside, tongs are ready to go. Now the good part is I can go give the kids a bath, happy days, dinner's on the run, I can come back to it, and I'm multitasking. Okay, so we're halfway through the recommended 20-minute heating duration, and it's just time where we come in and we have a look at the stickiness and the reducing of the sauce there, the smoky barbecue sauce. So what we want to do, as we mentioned earlier, is use the existing sauce, but also the basting sauce in the actual oven-friendly dish itself, and just create a situation where we've got a glaze type scenario where this sauce is going to reduce through the 20 minutes and really create that sticky, gooey, finger-licking good, sort of enjoyable profile that we want to achieve. And you can see that glaze starting to occur. A lot of the sauce is reduced, like we said, and this is only 10 minutes off being done. So the good thing is, in between that, the kids are bathed, pajamas are on, and I look like a superstar. Another little handy hint that I've got is basically what I do, if there is any other excess sauce, I sometimes throw that in the oven to reduce with about 5 minutes to go. And when that becomes a barbecue, smoky barbecue dipping sauce, if you're serving chips or wedges or something of that nature, it's really quite nice. Guys, we're at a stage now where we've had the product in there for 20 minutes. We've got a sticky caramelised pork rib, which is the desired effect we're after. I'm licking my lips to get stuck into them. So I'm really just going to plate them up now. My chips are ready to go. The corn's ready to go. I've got my dipping sauce about to go in, and we're going to get stuck right into it. So it's basically, we've got 3 portions in this bag, basically whereby I'll just lay them out here nicely, and you can see that that stickiness has occurred where the sauce is now stuck onto the actual meat itself. Now we've got a situation where we've got a lot of heat through the product and a copious amount of pork ribs there we can really get stuck into. So like I said to you before, there is the opportunity where you can cook through the remaining sauce and use it as a dipping sauce, and also just to give a last basting to create that really sticky, beautiful sort of smoky barbecue flavour that you want to achieve. Now I love to just get that stuff right in there, dip my chips in, soak it up, and let all my friends and family go right off on it. So that's right there. And obviously we do have a little bit of excess there if you want to put a little bit more dipping sauce in. We're at a stage now where I'm going to get to the fridge, I'm going to grab a beer and get this